Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we dive into the latest on Manchester United. Amorim reveals team news for Cherries clash. Ruben Amorim has delivered an update on his squad in advance of Sunday's Premier League game at Bournemouth. The Vitality Stadium encounter comes before a huge Europa League semi-final first leg at Athletic Club next Thursday, and our head coach will be assessing his options. However, he has stressed how important it is to get a win under our belts before heading to Bilbao following the disappointing home reverse to Wolves last time out, and says he will select the best possible 11. We need to have that feeling that every game is important, he said. And we have to win every game because that is a feeling that's really important not to lose. Of course, you can see the context. But I think we are going to face this game with the best team because we had a full week to prepare. Some of the players did not play against Wolverhampton, so sometimes if you recover so much of the players, it is a bad thing. So I will try to manage everything to win this game and to prepare for the next one. There is bad news regarding Diogo Dalot, who is not only out of this game but faces a spell out of action with a calf problem. Diogo is out, explained Amorim at his press conference. We don't know how long he is going to be out. But he is out for these games. We will see until the end. In a more positive update, Ahmad and Matheus Cunha are nearing returns to first-team training. Ahmad is near, Mata is near, but the rest is at the same pace, added Amorim. Aiden Heaven is not ready, so I think that is it. Lisandro Martinez and Joshua Zirkzee are out for the season, and Toby Collier has also been absent. Bournemouth's team news. The Cherries are aiming to complete their first-ever league double over United in order to boost their hopes of securing a maiden European campaign. Andoni Iraola's side won 3-0 at Old Trafford in December, and they are without long-term absentees Enes Unai and Ryan Christie. Colombia international Luis Sinisterra is closing on a return, but looks unlikely to feature in the 1400 hours British summer-time kickoff on the south coast. Midfielder Lewis Cook is managing an injury niggle that casts his involvement in doubt. French lessons and an unexpected friendship. How Manchester United are helping Sekou Kone. Man United signed Sekou Kone in the summer transfer window, and the midfielder has gradually settled in Manchester. Sekou Kone was born in Mali and Tommy Rowe was born in Wythenshawe. They are separated by 17 years, but Kone and Rowe have struck an unlikely friendship at Carrington this season. Kone and Rowe have Manchester United and a desire to learn a new language in common. United paid around £1 million to sign Kone from Malian club Gadar's FC last summer, and Rowe has played a crucial role in helping the youngster settle and feel comfortable in his new home. Manchester is close to 2,500 miles away from Mali, and sources preached patience when he touched down in England, saying he would need time to adapt to the demands of his new surroundings. Kone essentially had his own preseason after missing a lot of time training while the transfer process went on, which explained why he only made his first academy start in November. He began English lessons immediately, but supporters have not known that Travis Binion, under-21 manager Dave Hughes, assistant and Rowe player coach, have taken French lessons to communicate with Kone. Rowe has been excellent with him and they have a brilliant relationship, Binion told the Manchester Evening News. I think Rowe must have been on holiday in the south of France with how good his French is coming on. The amount of meetings he's had with him is brilliant. We've given him that responsibility. They do analysis, but they'll translate it for him with the language tutor. He'll sit in the language lessons so he can pick it up, and they'll do clips with the translator. We're all doing French, me, Dave, and Tommy, but Tommy has kept it going. Binion played down his French, but a source said he has gone above and beyond to help. Rowe was appointed in an academy player coach role last year. Sources have said he is the best United have had in the hybrid academy position, which has previously been held by Paul McShane and Tom Huddlestone. Rowe, who came through United's academy himself, played as a trialist for the U21s in preseason, and he impressed club staff. A source also described him as still fit as a fiddle. After leaving United's academy, Rowe joined Stockport County's youth system and made more than 600 professional appearances in his career during stints at Edgeley Park, Peterborough United, Wolves, Doncaster, and Bristol City. Now he finds himself back where his career started. He was released from his second stint with Doncaster at the end of last season, and United have viewed him as the perfect addition to their academy set up at Carrington. His remit is creating development opportunities for youth players and, of course, speaking French to Kone. Football news. Matheus Cunha sends message amid Man United transfer talk as Arsenal meet Stars team. Transfer speculation is ramping up as the Premier League season reaches its finale, with Liverpool set to see the top-flight title against Tottenham on Sunday afternoon. Sunday is set to see Liverpool become Premier League champions. Arne Slot's side will earn the title providing they avoid defeat against Tottenham, and the Dutchman will have achieved success in his debut season. The Reds may have to wait a little longer to lift the trophy, but celebrations are set to get underway at Anfield. The title race is all but wrapped up, with only 4 matches remaining after the day of play. Already 3 teams have been relegated after Ipswich Town lost to Newcastle United to join Leicester and Southampton in the Championship. The Magpies continued in the race for a spot in the top 5 by firing themselves into 3rd place in their quest for a place in the Champions League. The season is reaching its finale, and that sees attention begin to be focused on the summer transfer window. Mirror Football takes a look at the latest news and transfer rumors. Matheus Cunha message. Matheus Cunha has sent mixed messages to the fans of Wolves and Manchester United after a surprising goal celebration. Cunha is set to depart Molineux for Old Trafford in the summer, with Ruben Amorim's side in advanced talks with the forward. United are ready to pay £62.5 million to trigger Cunha's release clause and are confident of getting a deal over the line early in the summer. But when the Brazilian opened the scoring against Leicester on Saturday, his celebration caught the eye. After tapping in from Ryan Aït-Nouri's low cross, Cunha pointed at the badge on his chest, leading to some uncertainty. Speaking following the match, Cunha said, "I always say that I am always happy to play for this team. Sometimes my emotion is too much because I love to be here." Slot keeping lid on achievement. Arne Slot is not getting ahead of himself ahead of winning his first Premier League title. The Dutchman insists it will be years before he can be considered a Scouser, despite being set to emulate fixtures such as Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, Manuel Pellegrini and Antonio Conte by becoming a champion in his debut season. Slot maintains it will be some time before he can be spoken of in the same breath as long-serving legends like Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Kenny Dalglish and Jurgen Klopp. He said, "When you start to work here, then quite quickly you get a certain feeling. But it's not true that I have the same feeling as someone who has been here forever. If I could feel that in just 10 months, it would be a bit weird when someone has stood on the cop for many years and I've only stood on the touchline for 1 season. The good thing about the people here is that they welcome you from the start and you feel part of them. But to say I am a Scouser now would be too much. Ask me after 10 years. Man United explode into race to sign elite Onana replacement with unique Old Trafford history. Manchester United's hunt for a new goalkeeper has now reportedly steered them towards prizing away a star who has a unique history at Old Trafford. As the Red Devils look to land Roma's Miles Sviler as a replacement for exit-bound Andre Onana, Ruben Amorim has made the addition of a new stopper one of his top priorities in the summer transfer patience after running out of the era-strewn Onana and, to a lesser extent, his backup Altay Bayındır, in what could be a complete shake-up of his goalkeeping department ahead of next season. Reports have emerged of Onana being presented with a potential escape route at second-tier Saudi Pro League side Neom SC, who were only founded 2 years ago but have heavy backing and are looking to make a headline signing in the shape of the Man United stopper. Onana's expected exit will force Man United into an extensive search for a new number 1, but, according to Italian outfit Tuttomercatobe, they may already have his replacement penned in as they make their move for 25-year-old Sviler. The former Serbia international keeper's contract in Rome runs out in the summer of 2027 and, so far, no terms have been agreed on extending his stay in the Italian capital. Sviler currently earns €1.28 million, £1.1 million per season via Capology, and he reportedly wants around €4 million, £3.4 million per season to bring him up to speed with other big names in the Roma squad. The report adds that United have joined the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea and Bayern Munich in the race to sign the highly rated stopper, who has conceded just 48 goals in 46 games in all competitions, keeping 16 clean sheets in the process for Claudio Ranieri's men. Sviler has built a reputation as a keeper with strong reflexes and elite shot-stopping abilities with a strong mentality, although there is some room for improvement when it comes to his distribution skills. Sviler could be fated for United switch. Sviler was brought to Roma when former United boss Jose Mourinho was still in charge of the IG Alaraci, being signed on a free transfer Benfica back in 2022. The now Fenerbahce boss remains a huge fan of the Serbian, who was actually born in Belgium before switching his allegiance to Serbia. However, after winning his first cap in 2021, he refused to call up to the squad last year and has since been told he not receive future international call-ups as a result. Sviler actually has unique ties to United, having broken Iker Casillas' record as the youngest goalkeeper to ever play in the Champions League on October 2017, in a 1-0 home defeat to the Red Devils, aged 18 years and 52 days. In the return leg at Old Trafford, aged 18 years and 65 days, he became the youngest goalkeeper ever to save a penalty in a Champions League match. In the same match, which ended in a 2-0 away defeat, he also became the youngest player ever to score an own goal in the competition. Mourinho,